Hello, it's Wednesday, the 18th of January 2012, and I'm Martin Smith with a daily outlook from MaxiForex. The US dollar traded mixed versus most major currencies due to positive US economic data and Spanish and Greek borrowing costs decreasing at auctions. Wall Street closed positive as the S&P increased by 0.36% and the Dow by 0.48%. Oil rose by 1.30% for the second day in a row as German investor confidence jumped the most on record and as France pushed for faster enforcement of the European Union's proposed ban on oil imports from Iran, to close at $100.80 a barrel. Gold fell by 0.20% to close at $1,651 an ounce. Today, PPI is expected to grow by 0.1% versus 0.3% previously, and industrial production by 0.5% versus minus 0.2%. The euro rose for the first time in 3 days against the US dollar as Spanish and Greek borrowing costs fell at auctions, damping concern that the region's most indebted nations will struggle to fund their deficits. The trend for the pair remains bearish as long as it remains below the 128.10 resistance level. Overall, the euro-dollar traded with a low of 126.63 and a high of 128.08. No economic data is expected today. The British pound fell versus the US dollar as a report showed UK price growth by 4.2% accelerated at the slowest pace in 6 months. It was the biggest drop in the inflation rate since April 2009, the depth of the last recession. Holding below the key resistance level of 154 is keeping the momentum for the pair negative. Overall, the pound-dollar traded with a low of 153.15 and a high of 154.03. The yen traded unchanged versus the US dollar after the pair failed to break support at 76.60. Technically holding above this level keeps the momentum positive for the pair. Overall, the dollar-yen traded with a low of 76.59 and a high of 76.86. No economic data is expected today. The Canadian dollar traded unchanged versus the US dollar after the Bank of Canada kept its key interest rate unchanged at 1% and said economic growth will be more modest amid a weaker outlook for the US and Europe. The trend for the pair remains bearish as long as it remains below the resistance level at 101.80. Overall, the dollar CAD traded with a low of 101.11 and a high of 101.72. Today, the BOC is expected to release its monetary policy report. Well, that's it from me. Be sure to visit us at MaxiForex.ru.